of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's Serginho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Searching pass he's played there. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Dembele. Can he get it through? Jimenez gets across to intercept that. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Kane. Now it's Mbappe. He's looking wide. And smartly reclaimed. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Valverde.
That's a modern defender's instinct.
Chance! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Mbappe. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that has been cleared. Played out to the left flank. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. Caicedo. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Mbappe. There's the shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Barcelona were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And we are back on the way. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's gone direct. Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Xavi Alonso. He has found the way through. Shot, and the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Mendes. Rodri. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Mbappe. Xabi Alonso. Van Dijk. Now Modric. Valverde. And it's Mendes. Mbappe. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Nuno Mendes. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And it's Serginho. Dembele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Torres! Oh, that was close. Nuno Mendes. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. It's Van Dijk. That's a good run down the left. Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. And it's Modric. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. He's got away. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Now this could be a chance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Dembele picks it up out wide. Mbappe!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And this is Dembele. And here's Valverde. Van Dijk. A heavy challenge. And that's gone loose. Valverde really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
It's a promising position. And no, he's seen through all of that. That is very well defended. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Goes for a shot! Cleared away. That has been slung wide. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Azar getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Fernandes. 4 added minutes on the board. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nuno Mendes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Mbappe, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Dembele, he's got away. Well, now here's a... Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender. Fernando Torres. Can he finish? It's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Reinders. Out to the right. Yamal. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. And here's Yamal. Oh, that's delightful. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rodri. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Rodri. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rodri. Mbappe. Rudiger. And Reinders. Yamal. And Zaire Emery. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicked it back promptly. Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Zaire Emery. Can he get it through? And Messi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Vardiol. Darder. And it's Reinders. Now it's Mbappe. He's looking wide. Showing good feet. Fired deep to... Big header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
That is ended up in no man's... Shapes to shoot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. And he thumps it clear. Reinders. And this is Neymar. Fulham finding their passes. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Torres. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Messi. Yamal. No, that's been intercepted. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Neatly clipped into space. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Rodri. Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's well spotted. Darder. Nicely spread. Oh, that is a nice touch.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Darder. Vardiol. Vardiol charging forward, the ball at his feet. Van Dijk cuts it out. Reinders. And we hit half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Reinders. Now it's Darder. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Vardiol gets a foot in here. And it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Yamal. Showing great feet there. Zaire Emery. Rodri. Mbappe has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Van Dijk. And Zaire Emery. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He's having a shot! And it's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rudiger.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Rudiger. And it's Van Dijk. So we've reached the hour mark. Well, that has not gone well. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Zaire Emery. And he's had it nicked away. And he's forced to go back. Rijkaard. Caicedo. And it's Rodri. Now Van Dijk. And it's Cannavaro. Vardiol. Fulham can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. And this is Neymar. Messi with the short one. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's Reinders. Wriggles his way through. And he shoots! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has been slung wide. Just eases him off the ball. Koundé. He's in plenty of space here. Dembele. He is through here. Now it's some... He's had a shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's hoisted clear. Fulham have the chance to go the other way. This looks...
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Doku. Vardiol gets across and deals with it. Oh, that's a key interception. Reinders stood up well to him there. Dembele gets into some space. Ball driven towards the far post. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Reinders. Coming on the field. Number
Koundé.
15. Kovacic.
Now it's Doku.
20, Modric.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. He's played it long. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Doku. Messi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's on it. Can he get away? Now then, the ball's come loose. Cannavaro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Modric. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Has been indicated.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He knows what's coming. A second yellow, and he's off. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Kovacic does really well to win the ball there. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. There will be 4 extra minutes. Now, can they get him away? Guardiola. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. We have already started here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's going to go a long way. Caicedo. Rice. Now it's Mbappe. That's a sharp pass. Hazard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Shot a goal!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Guardiola. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rodri. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's a promising position, but that has not gone well. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Vinicius Junior is firing after that one. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Torres. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. To lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham. Foot in. And here's Torres. That's a... And the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Caicedo could try cutting inside here. Terrific header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Manchester United were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Guardiola wriggles his way through. Hazard. That's an imaginative pass. And he passes it long. Dembele. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Mbappe. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Closing in on goal. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Bellingham. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Rodri. Fernando Torres. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. That'll do under the circumstances. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That has been slung wide. Chooses to go back. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. Van Dijk makes the interception. Di Lorenzo. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rijkaard. Decent chance! Azar. Over to the left. It's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's worked it through. Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. Manchester United are back on level terms. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Now it's Torres, and it's made its way to him. He's found the way through. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Azar. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van Dijk. Who saw this coming? So close to victory, and it has got away. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And No, that was never going to make it. Vardiol. Azar. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. They're trying everything to...
Stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but...
And he's had it nicked away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Vinicius Junior, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Mbappe. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Di Lorenzo. And here's Azar. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
And he's there to retrieve it. Mbappe. This looks promising. Vardiol. He's looking wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's forced to go back. Rice. Rijkaard. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He's tried one! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 4 será reemplazado por el dorsal 20.
Cannavaro attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good strength. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Off the post! Vardiol tries to clear, chips it through. It's a mighty effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Rodri pinches it off him. Spread out to the left. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run. Nicely aimed pass. Oyarzabal does really well to win the ball there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Caicedo. Messi. Now it's Torres. Now it's Batistuta. Fernandez. And the referee brings it to a close. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Messi. Vieira. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That is good alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. He is just caressing the ball. Punched away. Zanetti. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Guardiola gets a foot in here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Vieira. Knocks it into space. Menu, best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's good running with the ball. Menu does well to get it back. Now it's Pelé. Xabi Alonso goes steaming forward.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Zanetti.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
No, he refuses to take the bait. And here's Mbappe. And this is Torres.
Fernando Torres really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And this is Romario. Rodri. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Dembele receives it in a wide position.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Barcelona really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
He's away! Aims beyond the defence. Courtois claims comfortably. Guardiola. It's Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's had it taken off him. He's going for goal! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's looking wide.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Messi! And that has been cleared. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now, can they get him away? Hangs in he gets big! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Messi with the short one. Best. And now they can spring out of defence.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Can he get on the... There's the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And it's been taken short. And it's made its way to him. Real chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Messi. Rafael Varane is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Best. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Dijk powering forward here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Romario. Van Dijk has given away a free kick. Pelé looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Menu. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. Chance for a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And here's Mbappe. Varane defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Pelé, good strong midfield running here. Tries a measured ball. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Pelé. There's the crossfield ball. Oh, it's Dembele. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's
Pele! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cannavaro for Xavi Alonso. Mbappe purring through the gears. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is from Mario. Tries to get it clear. Xavi Alonso. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. And this is Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, no joy this time. Rafael Varane. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Into the last quarter of an hour. Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. He's in a grip. Takes a shot!
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's from Mario.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Dembele gets into a good position.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Xavi Alonso. Pele. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Best. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. That's been cut out, well played. He's shifted it to the flank, and he's picked it up out wide. All eyes on the referee, it's a penalty. Barcelona, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Dealing with the pressure. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
He's picked his way through. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Pull it. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And he's had it nicked away. And time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.